everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. This video is a follow-up to a video I posted about a month ago that was on what I eat in a day. And if you'd like to see that video, I'll post a link right here that you can click on. It will open up in a separate window and you can finish watching this one and watch that one after. And I'll also post the link in the information box below the video. So if you're on a diet or a healthy eating regimen for weight loss or for health issues, you know that it's much easier to stick to your diet when you cook for yourself at home. And the trouble starts when you go out to a restaurant or to a fast food chain or a diner. How do you navigate your way through menus at all of these places to stick to your plan? And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Because we can't spend our entire lives at home cooking for ourselves and buying fresh fruit and vegetables and free-range chickens. We have to eat out, and we can't always go to only the restaurants that we want to go to that we know have healthy food offerings. So here's how I handle ordering at restaurants and staying true to my healthy eating lifestyle. I'm not saying that I do it perfectly, I'm not saying that I do it the best, but this is how that I manage to stick on my low cholesterol eating plan. I'm not even saying that it's easy, because it's not. When you're at a restaurant and the waitress is describing all those delicious things, especially if you love cheese and you love bacon and you love mayonnaise and you love creamy sauces and butter, it is so hard to say, can you cook that without butter, or can I have that without cheese? Because, you know, sometimes it does make a sandwich a lot better to have cheese on it that's melted and gooey, but you can live without it. I have learned to live without it, and that's what I do. So I'm going to start with breakfast. So normally, I think that breakfast, going to diners or brunch places, that is absolutely the hardest place to find something healthy to eat. Because just about everything that you get there is covered with cheese, covered with bacon or sausage. And if it doesn't have that, then it is coated with butter or cooked in butter. It's a heart attack on a plate. So I can't even look at that without thinking, oh my God, you are going to kill yourself. And fortunately, not everybody has cholesterol issues. So if you can eat all that artery clogging stuff and not have a problem, then good for you. But I personally can't, so I have to avoid it. And it's also a lot of things that help you to gain weight. So if you're trying to lose weight, you know, trying to avoid some of that stuff, it wouldn't be a bad thing either. So this is how I try to order at a diner. The first thing I look for is a yogurt granola fruit parfait. If they have that and it looks like it's good quality with nice fresh fruit, then that's what I'm ordering and I'll be all set, because it really is a perfect breakfast. It's got a lot of protein in the yogurt, and it's got really good carbohydrates from the nuts in the granola and from the fruit. It's not overly sugary, and it certainly isn't laden with a lot of fat. Now, if the parfait is not available, what I'll usually get is a bowl of oatmeal. Most diners offer oatmeal. So you can get oatmeal, which is really heart healthy. For me, it's great. But the problem is they automatically serve it with butter in a lot of places, butter and milk, butter and brown sugar. So I always have to edit my order. I can never order anything right off the menu as it is. It annoys my family the way I order, but what can I say? I have to look out for me and my heart health, so this is what I'm going to do. And sorry if it annoys you. I'm sorry if it annoys the chef that I don't like it cooked your way, but I'm paying for it. I'm eating it. Then if I'm not in the mood for oatmeal, because sometimes I'm just not, I really want a hot cooked meal like everybody else is having. So here's how I'll order that. I would like an egg white omelet with vegetables and no cheese. And I'd like that cooked in olive oil. You want bacon or sausage with that? Neither. Oh, what kind of meat would you like? Ham? No, no meat. Okay. I go, and no hash browns either. She's like, oh, well, what do you want on the side? I'm like, I'll have the toast, but make sure that they don't butter it. Dry toast. Okay. Bye now. The waitress is hating my guts. But that's the way it is. And that way I can eat it and still feel good about myself. Yeah, I'm very strict. You don't have to be as strict as I am, but if you can try to find little ways to cut out, you know, a lot of the cheese and the butter and all the other stuff, you're doing yourself a favor in the long run. All right, so that is breakfast out. So let's move on to lunch. Now, when I go out to lunch, I usually will get a salad with chicken or fish on top, grilled chicken or fish. And when you're ordering the salad, the thing to do is to either order light cheese or no cheese, because usually the salads now all come with cheese on them as well, so you got to get rid of some of that cheese, and a lot of them come with creamy dressings. So for me, I usually will order a vinaigrette-based dressing, and I will have it be on the side because I like my salad really lightly dressed. Now, if it's a place that just has sandwiches, I'll again order no cheese on my sandwich. What I look for is to eliminate the things that I can't eat. So I already know I can't eat cheese. I can't eat mayonnaise. So if it's chicken salad, tuna salad, I don't order that. I'm looking basically for a turkey club. Okay, so I'll look for a turkey club, which generally they come with, what? You guessed it, bacon and cheese. So I'll say, can I have the turkey club with no bacon and no cheese? She's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, and take out that middle piece of bread too. She's like, so you want a turkey sandwich? I'm like, yeah, and no mayonnaise on that. She's like, so you want a dry turkey sandwich? I'm like, yeah, but could you put in some lettuce and tomato? She's like, that comes with it. I'm like, all right, how about some avocado? That'll be $3 extra. I'm like, why? I'm not eating the bacon or the cheese. Give me the avocado, for God's sake. I went to lunch yesterday with my girlfriend at this place. I ordered a salmon burger. This thing was outrageous. I love a turkey burger. I love a veggie burger. I love a salmon burger. Again, no cheese, no mayonnaise-based spread. It came with a giant mound of fries. You could sub the fries for a small side salad. It was $3 extra for that side salad. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. So I was feeling cheap that day. I didn't order the side salad. I didn't eat the fries either. I had them boxed up and I took them home and my kids ate them for a snack later on. So if you have the willpower to not eat the French fries, go ahead and get them, but most people don't. So in the beginning when I first started this, I didn't even want them on my plate or anywhere near me because I couldn't help eat. I'll just eat one. And then oh, that was good. I'll have another. And then by the time I'm done, you realize you've eaten half or more than half the fries, or maybe all the fries if you have zero willpower. So I find it's better to not have them on the plate. If subbing a side salad costs a ridiculous amount extra, I just won't get it because the thing comes with lettuce and tomato anyway, so that's fine. So I will just eat my burger, and I gotta say, it's a nice filling portion. So that's how I do lunch. All right, let's move on to dinner. Now, dinner is always the most complicated thing for me to order. And I have like kind of a system of perusing the menu, and so that I weed out like half the stuff right away. So I don't even look at it. Anything that has cow, I rule it out. I glance at it, I'm like, oh, don't want that. And then anything that has cheese in the title or cream sauce in the title, I don't want that. So that rules out, like I said, about half the menu, sometimes more like 75% of the menu, which only leaves me a few things to choose from, which is fine. So once I've got it ruled down to a couple of dishes, like it's between the cod, the salmon, and the chicken, then I look into what the side dishes are and how they're prepared. So if the cod is in a garlic butter, that's out, because I don't want a fish that's laying basically in a plate with a 1/4 inch deep of butter on it. That just is not healthy eating to me. So I look for words like, grilled or sautéed. Anything that says crispy, I stay away from that. That means it's deep fried. If you're at a Thai restaurant and there is a delicious looking crispy chicken pad Thai, it means that you're getting fried chicken on top of your pad Thai, which is normally a pretty healthy dish. It's got rice noodles, it's got peanut sauce, it's delicious, but the crispy chicken just throws it over the edge into the cholesterol special. So I would get it with sautéed chicken or pan grilled chicken, something like that. Anything that says crispy, I stay away from automatically. If a chicken comes with crispy skin, I do not eat the crispy skin. I take it off and put it on the side on my bread plate, and I don't eat it. When the bread comes, I eat the bread, but I don't put butter on it. A lot of times they just come with a plate of olive oil, which is great. I love that. Or with like a hummusy kind of spread, and I love that too. Now with desserts, there's no way to get around eating a dessert that isn't going to put on weight or be bad for you in some way. But if you've eaten super healthy during the dinner, go ahead and have a dessert. I like to split a chocolate mousse with my husband, or a little apple crumble or apple crisp with somebody. All right, so on to like coffees and snacks. This has become a big part of our world. Everyone's stopping at Dunks and Starbucks for frappuccinos and culottes and grab a quick lunch here or a quick breakfast there. So what are you supposed to eat when you're doing that? Let me just tell you my standard Starbucks order for a frappuccino. It is a tall green tea frappuccino with skim milk, a half a pump of sweetener, and no whipped cream. And I wish I could work out the calorie difference for you, but I think it probably cuts the calories in probably more than half, maybe by 2/3 on that thing, because the whipped cream, you just don't need all that extra sugar. My taste buds are adjusted to things not being super salty, super sweet. And so when I taste them now, I really don't like it. So I have to ask them to put in less sweetener, use skim milk, not put on the whipped cream. And, that's how you do it. They don't really like it, but, when you go to Dunkin' Donuts and you get one of those things that has the whipped cream and then the caramel drizzle, what's the point of that? Did you mean for this to be a giant dessert? If you meant for it to be dessert and you're really looking to satisfy your sweet tooth, then by all means have it. But if you just meant it to be a beverage to quench your thirst and maybe give you a little caffeine, you don't need all the extra sugar and calories that go along with it. So you just need to adjust what they're making for you. You ask for it the way you want it. I pretty much don't eat at fast food places anymore. Haven't eaten at McDonald's or Burger King in so long, I can't even tell you. If I'm driving around, it's like 2 in the afternoon and I haven't had lunch yet and I'm just dying because I'm so hungry, I'll either stop at a Starbucks and get one of their little protein packs or a plain turkey club, or I'll go to Dunkin' Donuts and I'll get one of those egg white flatbread things, and I order it without cheese. And they always look at me like I have 3 heads. And that thing without cheese tastes like eating a piece of cardboard. But I'm like, you know what? It's going to fill my belly and give me some energy to keep going. And it's not going to clog my arteries and give me a heart attack. So I'm fine with it. So that is pretty much how I eat. I know it sounds like a lot of, just listening to myself, I think it sounds like a lot of denial, and it's going to come across to a lot of people that way. Like, what do you eat that's delicious? What do you eat that's really yummy and really satisfies you? I feel like when I go out to eat, I have things that I like. I feel happy that I went out. I feel satisfied with what I had. I don't feel deprived. Everything that's out there has become like a caricature of what food is supposed to be. I'm sorry, but you know what? Bacon is delicious, but do you really need it in every course? Because you get it in your salad with cheese and cream sauce. Then you get a main course with cheese and cream sauce and bacon. And then, have you seen the desserts these days? I've seen chocolate cakes wrapped in bacon. I've seen brownies with bacon. I've seen chocolate pudding with bacon. I'm like, what is up with the bacon? I mean, you can't have it in every course. I try to have none, but I'm a little extreme. So you do as much or as little as you want. So that's how I do it, and I hope that you find that helpful, and I hope that you're not shy about asking for food the way that you want it and the way that you need it to maintain your healthy lifestyle. So that's it for today, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.